Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party! And with the new bottom dollar bounties DLC just released for GTA Online, in this one we're gonna be discussing and looking at everything new about the DLC. New vehicles, new weapons, new missions, quality of life improvements, and more. And also, of course, we're gonna be discussing the regular update for this week. So new Police vehicle, new price right discounts this week, and what is the best way to make money to prepare for the just released new DLC. And what we're gonna be starting with is the podium vehicle, which is, well, kind of underwhelming. It's the classy whatever, and well, we have more interesting stuff to talk about, so let's get on with the video. And before we get to the price right, I'm sure you're really curious to see what some of the new vehicles are, and for that we need to go to the Legendary Motorsports website, where we have the free for me, because I just joined GTA Plus for this particular beauty. Usually it's $3 million, as you can see. The Pistrello, or whatever it's called, it's a fully electric hypercar. How cool is that? And in case you want to hear my thoughts on it, I'm gonna be reviewing it following this video, so click the pop-up banner on the top right hand side. And from this DLC, as you can see, we have a plethora, well, 6 in total, new vehicles, and this one is the next one, the Coquette D1. We had the D10 before, if you remember. It's a fairly recent vehicle. I believe it was released in 2020, but it's also a modern vehicle. This one, I gotta say, really cool looking, although the price is, well, the Euros X32, which is, I don't know, those vehicles are really not my cup of tea, but what I'm really liking is that I can see here that they've added this line that this vehicle is upgradable at the HSW, well, car meet place. We didn't have this before. This is the, wow, that's so cool, the BMW i6 or i8. I don't know, I don't like BMWs. If you see my videos before, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is also new, and this is also upgradable within the Los Santos car meet. So this is gonna be a drift car. Next up, we have the Paragon S, which is the new Bentley added to the game, and I gotta say, it well, it does look Bentley-ish, and it's also upgradable with Imani Tech at the agency workshop. So cool. And last but not least, definitely not least, from this DLC, from this website, we have this thing, the Evansenge, and it too can be upgraded with the Imani Tech at the agency. And I gotta say, this probably is the coolest vehicle that I've seen in GTA Online in recent years. It very much reminds me of the Deluxo, especially my Deluxo, because it's also orange. But also, I really like the Hyundai this one is based on, and I really like their headline and tail light design. In the Southern San Andreas Super Autos website, we have one new vehicle here, the classy Yosemite 150, or 1,500, depending on how many numbers you want to miss. And honestly, not a lot can be said about this one. It's cool, it can be modified at Los Santos Customs, and that's pretty much it. Over at Warstock, the total new vehicles are, well, totaling 3, and well, just as I predicted in my predictions video, those are just stupidly expensive. This is the Greenwood. The regular Greenwood is what, like $500,000, $600,000. Well, this is absurd. This is honestly, it's obscene to ask $5 million for a police Greenwood, but it is what it is. I'm sure people are gonna give it. But here are all the 3 new police vehicles added to GTA Online. The prices are honestly just, they're borderline on hilarious. Honestly, it boggles my mind why this cool thing is cheaper than the newer ones added. Although I guess adjusted for inflation, yeah, still doesn't make sense. In case you were wondering, over at the Elite Travel website, we have absolutely nothing. And over at Benny's, the situation is pretty much the same. I gotta say, the coolest new addition I've seen so far from the DLC is this tag that the vehicles are able to get customized at the LS car meet. And of course, a promise made is gonna be a promise kept, so we're going to see what this week's prize right is. And at the end, because I believe there are going to be also new vehicles over at the GTA Plus, I forget what it's called, car place, we're going to be checking that. And cool, the X32 apparently is at how Special Works vehicle. Cool. Well, this is really unfair. We have this thing for the prize right, and we have that old piece of crap for the podium vehicle. In case you don't know, this is the Bravado Hellfire. Yep, I didn't sound like an idiot that time. It is the Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire. And honestly, this has been my favorite muscle car for probably 4 or 5 years, ever since I've driven it in 2019. It's an awesome one, and I strongly encourage you to get it. And in order to get it, it's a hilarious challenge. You need to place first 2 days in a row. That's it. Honestly, yeah, this is a steal for the Hellfire. Now, on with our expedition to go to the, I forget what it's called. It was something stupid. The paid GTA Plus. Oh, there we go. The Vinewood Car Club. Or the Vinewood Club. Anywho, it's over there. And pretty soon, we are gonna get there. And as you can see by the incredibly annoying banner on the top left-hand side, we have new vehicles added to the Vinewood Club. So let's wait a couple of seconds and see what they are. Okay, some of them, I gotta say, are really exciting for me. We have the Paragon S. Wow, this is cool. Okay, so basically we have most, if not all, new vehicles added to the game. This is the BMW i8. I think I called it the i6 earlier. My bad. And, yeah, cool. Whoa, this is the Luxo. Really, really cool. And this baby is the, let's see, let's get a little bit closer because I really can't pronounce its name, the Pipistrello or whatever. And we know most of those things. Ah, this is the D10 that I was talking about earlier. So you see the difference? Wow, this one does really look cool. Anywho, let's go back outside and see if it's still raining or not. And of course, there are still some quality of life improvements that we're not going to be covering in this video, but as I said before, my favorite one by far is the ability to see if a vehicle is going to be able to get customized in the Los Santos car meet place. Honestly, that's about 5 years overdue. Also, there's the new mission chain, which, by the way, you're going to receive a call from Moth, I believe, that looks like this, and that is going to trigger the mission chain itself. And of course, there are many little things that are updated in the game, along with some new weapons, but of course, everything is just too big for one video. So we're going to be ending this one at this point. Thanks so much for watching. Please let me know what do you think of the DLC so far. Please consider subscribing to the channel because it really helps out the growth a lot. And love you all. And I'll catch you on the next one. And also, if you're having trouble starting the DLC itself, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll make a dedicated video for that.